Well, guys, we're back. It is Taking the Mikel with Jamie Carragher's best mate, John Obi Mikel, and myself, Chris McHardy. John, I tell you what, John, I'm loving the outfit.
Are you
celebrating the fact that Man United got a draw yesterday against Arsenal?
I'm just trying to wind you up. Because your team is shit right now.
We are shit. We are. We're terrible. We're going to touch on them. But how are you, my friend?
Yeah, very well. And you? You good?
Yeah, good. The voice is a work in progress, John.
I'm loving your leggings.
Yeah, the daughter.
Your daughter calls it your leggings, isn't it? Daddy, take off your leggings.
That sounds so wrong, by the way. There's context to that. My daughter, he's got me. He's killed me there. My daughter does believe that these jeans are leggings, or tights, as she calls them. You've killed me there, John.
I like them, though. They look good on you, man.
I doff my cap to you, pal. Listen, let's get to this. Chelsea, 2 games, 2 wins. For once on this podcast, we're not going to be too negative.
No. Listen, we have to be very, very honest. Like we've always been honest in this podcast, and like I said, I will always be honest. And Chelsea is my club. It's my football club. It's a club that I love. It's a club that I played for 11 years. And when I see things are going wrong, I feel like I have the responsibility to voice my opinion. And that's what I always do. So for me, when things are going wrong, I will say it. When things are going right, I've always given credit when credit is due. So for me, last 2 games, yes, we've won against Southampton and Leicester, which are games that obviously on paper we expected to win. But again, you have to go out there and perform. You have to go out there and do the business and win the game, and which is what we've done. I think also when you start coming towards the end of this the season, which is, what is it now? 10 games to go. Every game is so important. Every game is so difficult because you have the teams in the bottom of the table is scrapping for points. 1 point might be enough for them to escape relegation, come towards the end of the season. So every game becomes very, very difficult. I know people say that it's just Leicester. You beat Leicester 1-0 and you have your defender score the goal and things like that we didn't play so well. Yes, we didn't play great. We didn't play great because Leicester came and made it very, very difficult for us because, like the manager said, they've always played with 4, but they came to Stamford Bridge and played with 5 at the back. So it becomes totally different game, and the boys had to adapt. I understand what he said when you've trained the whole week or a few days leading up to the game with the system and the way you want to play, and then you come on the pitch and you see that the opponent have changed to back 5. You're like, fuck is going on here?
It takes time to work that out.
Exactly, it takes time, and playing against a back 5, it's not very, it's not easy. It's very, very difficult, and the boys did really, really well to adjust to that. So, for me, positives. Yes, we won against Southampton. We've won against Leicester. We're back in the top 4, and this is where I've said it from the start of the season. Don't expect us to go on and win the league, but we were there. We made we made some little noises about winning the league, but top 4 is where I think this season is where we should finish as a club. And that's where we belong. And that's where I expect us to finish. And then we have to build from there next season because we have to build from next season. We have to make sure we get the right players in, we make the right signings, which is going to improve the team next season. Because I tell you what, teams like Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, they're going to get better next season. City are going to get very, very strong next season. Rodri is going to be back. They're going to make a couple of more new signings. They're going to come back strong. I tell you what, Pep is not going to want to have same season like he had. City are going to be back. So we have to make sure we make the right signings. I know the club know that few places where we need to strengthen. I've always said it, I don't think it's a secret where we need to strengthen. I think everybody knows it. The fans are crying out for it. Not just me, not just this podcast. The fans are crying out for it. Striker, a goalkeeper,
centre-half,
another centre-half. And I think we will be there competing because I think teams are going to get stronger next season.
No doubt.
Because this season, when you look at it as well, it's a bit of when Leicester won the league, isn't it? Everybody was just falling apart. City's falling apart. So many injuries. I think the only team this season that are very lucky without injuries is Liverpool. And that's why they're top of the league.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? So injuries do play a massive, massive part. And I think that's why City have struggled so badly this season. I watched them, against Nottingham Forest. It was like the City, we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they were pretty awful to watch.
Yeah, they were.
But I tell you what, those players are really good players. They will get better. City want to finish in the top 4. And if they do that, they can build on. Next season, they're going to come back strong.
No doubt.
Pep for sure.
No doubt.
He's hurting right now. And next season, they're going to come back strong.
Unless they get a points deduction. Because that could still happen. But I want to just pick up on a couple of things you said there. I think you're absolutely spot on. Southampton, Leicester, the good news.
Yeah.
Clean sheets, 6 points. Vital you got that. Because
vital.
when you look at the run-in for Chelsea, John, now is where the season
Now
really
is where
begins.
yes.
Arsenal on Sunday, away. Spurs at home. Brentford away. We know how good Brentford are.
Yeah. They're very good at home.
Very good at home. Ipswich Town, who beat you in the reverse fixture, you'd expect to beat them at Stamford Bridge. But then you've got to go to Fulham. Ooh. Fulham beat you at the Bridge. I hate to remind you, but they did.
Yeah.
You've then got Everton at home. David Moyes has turned them around.
David Moyes, he's doing fantastic there.
Liverpool at home. Newcastle away. Man United at home. And you finish at Nottingham Forest.
Ooh.
That run-in.
That run-in's not easy. That run-in's not easy there. You've just killed me with that. you just absolutely killed me with that. So, like, looking at that now, what you've just said, those run-ins you've just mentioned, those games that we have to play. This 6 points has just made it massively vital.
It was vital
that we
and
did
I got
win
the
this.
impression the players, the Bridge knew it yesterday. There was
they knew.
When you're leading 1-0, there's always an angst, isn't there? There's always a nervousness about, don't leave ourselves open. And of course, you boys have done that this season. You've led at Fulham. Brentford, we were there.
We haven't closed out games yet.
You haven't closed games. You've left the door ajar and teams have kind of scored and made it a bit nervy. So you can understand why there was a little bit of apprehension. But more than that, John, I think the players knew how vital it was to get the 3 points.
And the manager as well. Because you can see how happy he was. And I was thinking, no disrespect to Leicester. It was Leicester, but I can see how happy the manager was. Rightly so, he should be. Yeah. He should be very happy. Listen, it's positive. We won the game, which is what you do coming towards the end of this the season. Because I remember back then, obviously, when we were there, when it's 10, 15 games, you start to look at the table, and that's when, the pressure comes, of winning games, the pressure, the man, who are the guys that will stand up and say, these are the games I want to play. I know it's the critical time, it's the most pressured time of the season, but I want to be there. I want to play. I want to help the team. I want to be out there. I don't want to be hiding in the dressing room. I don't want to be hiding in the treatment room saying that I have injuries. No, I want to be on the pitch to help the team, to help the players, and to see the players, and especially Cole Palmer as well. The manager touched on it. He was sick. 48 hours, he didn't train. He wasn't feeling really well, but then he came out to help the team. This is what you want to hear from players. Yeah. This is what you want to see. You know what I mean? He's the main man. He knows that. He knows the team needs him. We want to finish in the top 4. And he's come out and he's performed the way he's performed. Yes, he missed the penalty. Let's say you can forgive him. He scored how many penalties? 12 and missed.
First one he's missed.
First one is missed. Come on. I don't think we even need to mention that. You can forgive him for that.
Yeah.
But listen, for him to come out and play, not feeling well and wanting to help the team, and to go to the manager and say, I want to play.
Yeah.
I want to play. I'm not feeling well, but I want to help the team. This is when you hear players do this is absolutely fantastic. And it just brings positiveness around the place, around the club, that your top player, not feeling well, but wanted to help the team.
I think I already know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Yeah.
We're into March. Did any of the managers that you have at Chelsea ever talk about style in the business end of the campaign? Or was it all about substance?
Oh, it's all about winning.
Did José ever talk? Did he ever use the word, we've got to do this in style?
Nah, mate. When it comes, style starts from the start of the season.
Yeah.
When it comes down towards the March, it's about winning. It's about winning because games are going to become difficult. The teams at the bottom of the table, they're going to want to make it so difficult for you. The teams in the middle of the table are going to make it difficult for you because they don't want to start creeping into the relegation zone. So every game you play is so difficult. The teams that are on top as well, fighting for Europe, are fighting to maybe get in the Europa League, maybe trying to get into the Champions League. So every game becomes so difficult. Every point counts. every single point counts when it comes to March because, 1 point might get you into the Champions League. 1 point you might get relegated. So every single, and that's why when I look at the game yesterday, people say, yeah, it was Leicester. Yes, it was Leicester, but we had to go out and win the game. We had to go out and perform. And of course, Leicester came to the bridge to make it so difficult for us.
Yeah.
It was difficult. And I must give credit to Leicester, though. They did play well. They did perform well. They sat back and they tried to counterattack us. They did have few glimpses here and there, which, there was a mistake from Sanchez again, which luckily didn't end up in goal. But what was he doing? I don't get it. It was a cross that I think the central defenders can deal with it, and he's come out again. I don't know where he was.
Wild.
I don't know where he was going, but again, you look at that and you say to yourself, and you say to the fans, we can't win the league with this goalkeeper. I think the manager tried to rotate them, both of them. And you can see the manager's also trying, but it's like, listen, this is what I have. I will have to make do with what I have right now. Come towards the end of the season, then I might get another goalkeeper, another top goalkeeper. But right now, he has to make do with what he has. And that's why he keeps rotating it, because you don't rotate goalkeepers like that. You don't rotate goalkeepers. But he's trying to find out who is the best person that's going to lead us, that I'm going to play come towards this crucial part of the season.
That's it.
This is what it is.
Who can I trust?
And, who can I trust? And I understand where the manager's coming from. But a fantastic win yesterday. And we did so well again to win against Southampton. And now top it up with Leicester. And like you've just read out those games now, it will get tougher. It will get difficult. And we have to stand up, and we have to stand up and be man enough. Those players in the dressing room, they know it's going to become much, much tougher. The fixtures is going to become tougher.
And you're still in the Europa Conference
And we're still in the Europa Conference League as well. So, so you have those both competitions, but listen.
Because it's interesting.
Top four, mate. Top four. No, top four.
I watched the game
Conference League, I don't even want to talk about it.
I know.
Top four for us is what we want to get to.
But Enzo's talked about the fact that I think we all agree.
Yeah.
Chelsea are the overwhelming favourites to win that competition.
Yes, we are.
And against Copenhagen on Thursday, for the first time in this competition, because there's been clearly a Premier League starting 11 and a Europa Conference League starting 11. First time that I've seen now we're starting to take it a little bit seriously.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer played in Copenhagen.
It's time to mix it up a bit.
So he's got to be careful. He's got to get that balance perfectly because of the fixtures.
Because of the fixtures, yeah. Listen, it is what it is. If you want to become a top club, a big club,
you got to balance both.
You got to balance both. You have to play both. I spent 11 years at the club. We played both every single season. FA Cup, we get to semi-finals, finals. Carling Cup, we used to call it Carling Cup back then. Now it's League Cup. We get to semi-finals, finals. We did that because we had the squad to do it. We had the depth in the squad to do it. So now the manager have to find a way to deal with that. You have to find a way to balance, his selections, who he picks for Conference League and who he picks for the league games. But if you have to ask me, I think for us, finishing the top four is where we want to finish, and then we can build from there next season. I think next season and the season after that, we should be talking about winning the Premier League. We should be talking about it. Yes, we've played the Conference League, but I don't want to watch this Conference League anymore, mate. That's not where we belong. And I'm sure the club knows that. And right now, I hear the manager saying it. He's coming out and saying it. You learn from your mistakes. He said it. Bring the club where the club belongs. Champions League and winning the league. Bring the club where it is. And now he's preaching that, and it should get into the players' head, knowing that the Champions League and winning the Premier League is where this club belongs. And I'm sure next season they will be aiming to do that. But listen, if we finish top four and win the Conference League, massive, massive success this season. I'll take that. I'll take that.
No doubt, given the fact that we sat here at the start of the season saying Chelsea will do well to finish top six.
Yeah.
So to finish top four, get a trophy. I know it's not one you want, John. And I think in actual fact...
I don't think it's the one any Chelsea fan wants, but listen, we'll take it.
I read
a trophy is a trophy.
It is a trophy. And Chelsea would make history. They'd become the first team in history to win them all in Europe. So that's not bad. That's a little crumb.
That's not bad.
It's a crumb of comfort. Despite the fact you've not watched the game and you're not going to watch it.
No, I haven't. But that's not bad.
Would you watch the final? If they get
If we get to the finals, yeah, probably I will watch the final.
you bandwagon
Probably
jumper,
we will watch the final. But listen, it's a final, and it's Chelsea in the final. So yeah, if we get to the final, I might watch it.
Got to get
but we got to get there though. It's not a given. We have to get there. Yes, it might become a little bit difficult. You know what I mean? The Conference League. Now you play against better teams. So you never know. But I hope we get there.
Looking at the teams.
Yeah, looking at the teams, we should be in the finals. We should be in the finals. But I think if you're asking any Chelsea fan whether to win the Conference League or to finish the top four, I think 90% of them, 95% of the Chelsea fans would say, hey, what kind of question
Well,
is
I'll
that?
tell you what, let's ask it now. Comment below.
It is winning the champion. It is finishing the top four.
I'd agree with that. There's no doubt.
I'll take that.
Arsenal this weekend.
Yeah.
A lot of chatter, and I watched the game last night. Manchester United and Arsenal, one apiece had finished. Arsenal's title race now. He was asked the question, Mikel on Sky Sports. He walked off. He walked off.
That's the manager under pressure. And that's the manager that has no answers to any question anymore. He has no question.
The question that pissed him off, John.
Yeah.
Where's your striker? Why didn't you buy a striker? That's the one that got him a little bit.
Yeah.
And then one more, and he was halfway out.
He was halfway out.
And then he was gone.
Yeah, I think somebody asked him, now he's 15 points. If he's 15 points, and he just walked off. He said, thank you. He walked off. But listen, Arteta, well, listen, we've said it.
Do you rate him, John? Do you like him? Honestly.
Listen, has he done well for Arsenal? Yes. Has he brought Arsenal? Has he improved Arsenal? Yes. There's no doubt about it. Mikel Arteta has improved Arsenal. From where Arsenal were before he took over, he's massively improved the squad, the team, the way they play, and the way the fans wants to see an Arsenal team play. He's massively improved the team. And I've said it so many times here in the podcast. I think he's done well. He's brought in the right players. He's brought in the right signings. He's gone out and got David Raya, which everybody was saying, why the fuck did he do that? But he's brought him in a massive decision to make. And I think it was 40 million, 50 million quid spent on him. And he's come in and he's improved the squad. Brought, Saliba, Gabriel, these players. They've improved the squad. And he's done really well to get Arsenal where they are right now. Now, is Mikel Arteta the manager that can take Arsenal to the finish line? To get Arsenal to win in the league? That is the question.
Do you think he is? Honestly?
Honestly, I'm not an Arsenal fan. But because of what he's done, I'm not an Arsenal fan. That's a massive statement. I hate Arsenal.
I know you do.
But for what he's done, the way he's improved the squad, the team, and the way when I look at this, the way Arsenal, not just on the pitch, the way the football club is run, I think he's got 100% control of what goes on there. And I must give him credit for that. Now, is he the guy to take Arsenal to the next level, which is winning the Premier League, the Champions League? I don't see that, because it's not about competing. People talk about it. Yes, Arsenal need to compete to win it. No, Arsenal should be talking about winning the fucking league, not competing to win the league. When was the last time Arsenal won the
Invincibles 2004.
What is it, 20 years now?
21.
22. You can't be talking about, now the Arsenal fans keep talking about compete. No.
Got to win it.
Win it.
Yeah.
What is winning? There's a difference between competing and winning. Arsenal fans should be talking about winning the fucking league. 21 years of not winning the league for a club like Arsenal, it's huge, it's massive. So Arsenal should be talking about winning the league. Now, do I think Mikel Arteta is that guy? I will hope to think that he can, but I don't believe he can. Because when you look at the players, when you look at what's going on, it's sort of a mental kind of thing. It's mental right now for Arsenal squad. Every time when it comes towards the business end of the season, what happens? They crumble.
Drop points.
They start dropping points. Now, that's happened 2-3 seasons. It becomes mentally, I think is the mental part of it, is the mental side of it. Because now Arsenal, they need a manager that can come in, that can get that, switch that mental, to change that mental side of it. And
how do you get that, John?
I don't know. I don't think he can. I don't think he's that manager that can get them to switch whatever it is, that mental side of it, to get them to start thinking, we have to win the league. We have to win the league. A top manager can come in to that football club and do that. Because he's got the squad.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened to Liverpool. Arne has a squad. Because Jurgen Klopp has built that team. He's built that squad. The players were there for him. He's coming. He didn't change much. And I think what he changed a little bit was the mental side of it. Because you can feel that those Liverpool players come towards the end of the season when Klopp was there was something mental. They were getting tired. There was a few fights between the players and Jurgen Klopp and all that. But Arne is coming and just settle the whole place down.
Yes.
But still with the mental side of winning. You know, everyone is saying, oh, give Mo Salah a contract. Give Virgil van. No, you have to perform. And he's done that brilliantly, really, really well. He just didn't give them a contract. No, they have to perform. They have to show me that they still want to be in this squad. And that's what he's done. And he's done it really, really well. Van Dijk is playing as better as ever. Mo Salah, the numbers is absolutely crazy. Insane. You know, Trent Alexander-Arnold is trying to defend better. He's trying to improve his defending. That's coming from the manager, not coming in and giving them the contract and say, oh, here you go. No, he's done that brilliantly. So is Mikel Arteta that guy that can take Arsenal to the finish line? I don't think so. I don't believe that. But has he done really well to get Arsenal to where they are? 100%. Yes. 100%.
Okay, here's a question for you. Who wins the league first? Arsenal or Chelsea?
Ooh. Listen, I don't want to be biased here, but I think we will.
You'll win it.
I think we can. Listen, we know where we have to strengthen. Everybody knows. It's a no-brainer where we have to strengthen.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. If we do that with the squad that we have right now, get another top striker. Again, to help Nicholas Jackson. Not to put him, to help Nicholas Jackson. Get under the top striker. Now he's injured. We're struggling to score goals. Healthy competition, that's what we've talked about here in this podcast. We've never criticized. A healthy competition is so important. If we get another top striker, create a healthy competition between the two strikers, listen, mate, we will be competing to win the league and another top goalkeeper. Because every team that wins the Premier League has one. You have to have a top goalkeeper. That the players will look at him and be like, you know what? I'm assured here. You know, I know my goal is well secured. Because that's what we had with Peter Cech. We had that with Peter Cech. We knew that, you know, Peter Cech is behind. He's in goal. We don't think about that. We're not worried about that.
You're worried about that?
We're worried about going forward.
Yeah.
Liverpool has that. The saves Alisson is making right now. Incredible saves. Ederson has been fantastic for Manchester City. Yes, they're all playing badly this season.
He's had a mare this year.
Yeah, exactly. But I
take your point.
The whole team has been poor this season. So we're not just gonna single Ederson. Yes, he's having same season as the whole players are having, and like we said, City are gonna be back next season. So for us, we have to make this signing. We have to strengthen these positions, and if we do that, I genuinely see us next season competing towards the back end of the season of winning the Premier League. I don't see Arsenal winning the Premier League before us. No. They will bottle it as they always do.
I thought you'd say that.
They will bottle it as they always do. It is Arsenal. It is Arsenal. Right from the start of the season, if you have to bet where Arsenal finish, just put your money, and your money is 100% secure that Arsenal will not win the league.
It's going to happen one day, John, and everyone's going to be piling on this podcast.
It's about next season for Arsenal. It's about next season.
And it's year 7.
It's about next season. It's year 7 with Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
And again, we've talked about the money that he spent. Has he built a good squad? Yes, he's built a good squad. But I look at it. This Arsenal side, the reason why they keep bottling it, come towards the end of the season, they start losing points. They start drawing games. What is it? 10 draws now in the season, or 10 or 11 draws. 10. Not good enough. You can't win the league with such record. 10. It's not good enough.
No.
So I think it's the mental side. The switch needs to be switched. Something in their brains. Those players. I know. I see them on the pitch. They act that they want to win the league. They show the toughness. but sometimes the mental side of it. When it's tough, how do you get the mental side? How do you win those games when nobody expects you to win?
It's interesting.
That's what's
John.
happening to the Arsenal side.
They needed a goal yesterday. They bring in, and I love this bloke, Kieran Tierney, former Celtic, heading back to Celtic end of the season when his contract's up. Lovely guy, incredible player. He's been just blighted by injuries. You're chasing a goal and you bring Kieran Tierney on and Raheem Sterling is still on that bench.
That says a lot.
It's we don't know what's going on.
That says a lot. Raheem Sterling, that says a lot, mate.
That's a worry.
That is a massive, massive worry. Massive worry.
I mean, not for Chelsea fans.
Not for Chelsea fans.
But, I mean, this is Raheem Sterling we're talking about.
You were looking for a goal and you brought in a defender.
To play wide left, I think he wanted to get the width of the pitch, get some crosses in. But
mate, if I was Raheem Sterling, I'm on the manager's door the next morning. I'm on the manager's fucking door. Yes, of course I am. Of course I am. I want to know why. Clarification, why? Why do you play a defender in front of me when we need a goal? When we need a goal. By the way, I'm not just any player. This is Raheem Sterling we're talking about. Raheem Sterling.
I mean, to be honest though, John.
I know, yes. His form has dipped so much,
But still, he's an attacking player.
But still, yes, you need a goal. You don't bring in a defender. You bring in Raheem Sterling. Yes, even if he's had a bad season.
You still need a goal.
Yes, you still need a goal. He might be the guy that can create something. But trust me, mate, if that was me, I've seen it happen at the club, at Chelsea. If that happens to a forward player, you bring in a defender. I've seen it. I've seen them walk in. I'm in the changing room and they walk in. They change their clothes and they're like, I'm going upstairs. I'm going to his fucking door. I'm going to his office. And he's saying, no, calm down. It's just one game. No. I've seen players like throw a massive tantrum in the dressing room, go upstairs and have a fucking riff with the manager. Why do you bring in a defender in front of me? That is not right. That shouldn't happen. We need a goal and you bring in a defender in front of me. No. Players will not have that. And I'm sure Raheem Sterling will not have that. I expect him, if he is a player who cares about his future, who cares about his career, who has an ambition of wanting to play games for Arsenal. He is right now in Mikel Arteta's front door, in his office, having a chat. Why the fuck did you put a defender in front of me when we need a goal? So I think Mikel Arteta needs an explanation there. I don't think he's that manager that can get Arsenal to the finish line. I hope he can, because he spent 7 years there and he's built an incredible squad. It's just the mental side of who can take this Arsenal team, this Arsenal fantastic team, who can take them to the next level of winning the Premier League.
Victor Osimhen scored over the weekend again.
He keeps scoring.
He keeps scoring. Can't stop scoring in Turkey with Galatasaray. We know the links with Chelsea. I'm just going to flip it though. Victor in this Arsenal team.
Oh, man.
That gets them closer.
100%. 100%.
Knowing how much you do.
1,000%. Victor in this Arsenal squad, he doesn't need to do much. Because the players will create the chances. Odegaard will create the chances.
Yeah.
Saka will create the chances. Martinelli will create the chances.
Yeah.
He doesn't. The Arsenal don't need him to come and. No, he's just gonna be
a killer.
Arsenal Haaland, a killer, which is what he does best: score goals, put the ball in the back of the net. If Victor Osimhen was in this Arsenal side, I promise you, not just because I know the kid, not because I know him.
Just his qualities.
Just his qualities, what he does. He's doing it now in Galatasaray. He did it with Napoli.
Yeah.
He's doing it again this season. It's not a fucking fluke, mate.
No.
He can do it.
He gets them closer. They're 15 points behind. What would they be if Victor was there? They'd be a lot
The
closer.
games that they've drawn, he would have been that guy to get them the late winner he is that good in terms of goal scoring. He will get you goals. He will get you to the top of the league. That's where teams wants to be. And that's why he's doing so well now in Turkey. Because of the Galatasaray doing well, because he keeps scoring goals, he's creating chances, he's scoring goals. They are there. They are there fighting with Fenerbahce. That's what he does. He gets team right there, right top there of the top of the league. And, listen, the club know my stance on it. Like I said, we know where we stopped. I don't want to keep talking about it. If the club wants to pick it up again come summer, fair enough. You know what I mean?
If they don't, they don't.
If they don't, they don't. If they don't fancy Victor, whatever it is, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, fair.
Fair enough. But get us another top striker. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't have to be Victor Osimhen. But my preference, somebody that I know that I'm sure of that will give us what we need because of the way the players that we have, the Cole Palmer that can create chances. You know what I mean? He will score goals.
For fun.
He will score goals for fun. I know. But again, if the club decide they want to go another route, that's what bringing somebody that can score goals, that can get us to the top of the league. So for me, I'm not here singing. Yes, of course, I want us to get Victor Osimhen because like I said, I'm sure of him. But if the club decide to go somewhere else, fair enough.
I want to very quickly pick up on something I saw this past week. I think it was on Fox, one of their social media accounts, talking about, you might have seen it yourself, John. I know you're big on social.
Not really.
No, you are. I see John
No,
Obi
no,
Mikel
I just flip.
liking all the things that I'm
flip.
liking. Cesc Fabregas, the assist for Andre Schürrle. Remember at Burnley, Turf Moor?
Oh, yeah.
Pass.
Yeah.
Beautiful weight of pass.
Oh, yeah.
It was voted the best assist.
No, the touch. Oh, my God. I was there. The touch was brilliant. Oh, the touch was brilliant.
The vision.
The way the ball came and the way he just, you know, when you talk about plays, and I never see those touches. There's only one player that I see that touch from is Lionel Messi. The way he just and the way, yes, the way Cesc just crosses that pass, and it was just perfect for Andre Schürrle. The weight of the ball was just absolutely perfect, and he had nothing else to do was just smash it in. I mean, that was
I'm popping you on the spot massively. 11 years you were at the football club.
Yeah.
On the pitch, John, is there a goal that's in your mind where you are just like, oh, that is ridiculous? Did you play the Battle of the Bridge? Were you done?
Yeah. I played.
Hazard in the top corner.
I think that one might be the one. Though. There's so many. There's so many goals. I mean, goals from Frank, goals from
DDA.
You know, there's so many goals. But that one from Hazard, because of the magnitude of the game, because of if Spurs would have won that game, they win the league. And for us, Spurs to come and win the league in our fucking backyard, in our home, no chance. No way.
It's a great
and for
finish.
me, that goal would stand, probably the best goal because of the magnitude of the game and what the game meant to us, the pressure of the game. You know, Spurs came, they wanted to make sure they win the league in our backyard. No, in our home. Come on. It will never, ever happen. And we made sure of that. And that's why it was the Battle of the Bridge. The line was crossed. Everybody was kicking and punching and grabbing whatever. You know, Diego Costa was poking people's eyes. He was grabbing people's private parts. He was doing everything. We crossed the fucking line. You know, I remember Gus Hiddink was pushed to the floor. You know, in the tunnel, he was trying to stop the fight. He was pushed to the floor.
There was a big...
Yeah, there was a big scuffle right in front of the tunnel there.
And
Hiddink was pushed on the floor. And we were like, what the fuck? No, listen, and he couldn't stand up. And people were trying to stamp on him. We're like, no. We're pushing people away, trying to get him to stand up. But yeah, I don't think we'll ever see a Battle of the Bridge as this. We hated each other with Spurs.
Yeah.
And now that's why sometimes when I see my old teammates, we talk about it. That, I know Roy Keane always says it. He hates when he sees rivalry game. You hugging and kissing each other before you go in the game. Or, no, mate. No, you don't do that. I understand the game has moved on. But you can't, come on. It's still right. I always love the tradition of the game. The tradition of the game needs to stand. Yes, the game can move on, but the tradition of the game needs to be there. You know, the intensity, the rivalry needs to be there. When we play against Spurs, we know we're playing against. Now we're playing against Arsenal. I want to see our team. I want to see the Chelsea players go there, knowing that it's a rivalry. You know what I mean? It's a massive, massive game. We are fighting to be in the top 4. Arsenal, obviously, they've conceded the league right now.
But now they're looking over their shoulder.
Now they're looking over their shoulder because we're coming. City are coming. Nottingham Forest are coming. So they're looking. Brighton are coming. Newcastle, Villa. So they're looking over their shoulders. Arsenal, they're not safe in that top 4 anymore. So it is going to be a tough, difficult game. And I expect us to go there and play as if it's a fucking rivalry. fucking rivalry we need to get stuck in. So it is going to be a tough game, but I'm hoping it's a game that we can go and win.
Well, on that note, when I think back to the great goals, I was actually at the bridge. Don't ask me how and why. But remember Michael Essien's goal against Jens Lehmann? Were you at, I'm trying to think.
Oh, yeah, the strike. Oh, what a goal
I think
that was.
Flamini had given Arsenal the lead.
What a goal that was, yeah.
And it came to him.
Yeah.
And I was at the stand where we could see it. And it was like, it was bending away.
You see that for Roberto Carlos, don't you?
What a goal that was.
I think the whole week after that, we were calling him Roberto Carlos. Everybody was calling him Roberto Carlos. No, what a goal it was. What a hit it was. But again, the rivalry was, Arsenal, we never, we never liked, we saw each other out in London. We never spoke to each other. We never hung out with each other. But I think right now, those kids, they do it. They do it. They go for dinner. They go for lunches. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But the way they play with each other on the pitch before the game, it looks like they go out for lunches and dinner. That will never happen during that. No.
If Mourinho,
if the manager, if the manager knows that happened, you're in trouble.
Chance.
You're in trouble.
Listen, very quickly, I want to ask. You've said it already on this this episode. City, you feel, will be back. So I take it then, if I was to ask you, Pep's lost the dressing room, you're going to say that's nonsense.
I think that's nonsense.
But they've lost 15 of their last... This is the stat that blew my mind. They've lost 15 of their last 30 of City in all competition. Of course, beaten 1-0 at the weekend by Nottingham Forest. To lose 15 matches before that run, John, it took them 169 football games to lose 15. Flip it, they've now lost 15 of their last 30. They've lost 50% of their matches. Natural drop-off, yes, but you believe City will be back?
I believe City will be back.
Okay.
I think anybody who thinks this is going to be a numb for City, you crazy. You crazy. City will be back. No, make no doubt about that.
And Pep will still be in charge next season? He's not going to walk?
No, Pep is not going to walk. I think Pep has too much ego and too much respect for the club to walk away right now. He will not do it. Pep will not walk away from the situation that City... He will want to bring City back to winning ways, back to winning titles before he leaves. He will leave, yes, but he will bring this City team back to winning trophies before he walk. He'll walk, yeah. I think in the next 2-3 seasons, I think he'll walk. But Pep will not walk like this. He owes City fans that. He will not walk away like that. So for me, I expect the City side to come back stronger next season. Of course, the main man, Rodri, will be back. And listen... Yes, people don't want to believe what I say or don't think that I'm right when I say Rodri is yes, people don't like when you say that one person. No, I believe that. Will they have won the league? Maybe not. But will they be in a better position?
Yes.
This season?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
100% City will have been in a better position if Rodri was not injured. He is that important. He is that crucial for the City side. Everything, when you look at the last 2-3 seasons, what they won, the way he played, the way he became a leader in that team. I saw him shouting for the likes of Kevin De Bruyne if he wasn't doing his duties. Yeah. I saw him becoming a leader. He was becoming a leader in that City side. And to lose him was massive for the City side. Pep didn't admit it, of course, from the start of the season, but I think now towards the end of the season, he started to admit, yes, Rodri, we miss him. He's crucial for us. He was very, very important for us. So I believe that if he wasn't injured, I know the City side will not be where they are today. They would have been in a better position. Would they have won the league? Maybe, we never know, but much better position in the league.
Great.
He is that crucial to the City side. That crucial. Yes, Nico Gonzalez has come in, but he's not a Rodri. It's not a Rodri. It will take time for him to settle. Is he a good player? Yes, he's a good player. He's not a bad player. We've seen that when he plays for Porto.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He's a good player.
But levels.
The level is massive. The level is massive. What Rodri does for City, this is massive. The goals he comes up with, the assists, everything went through Rodri. Everything. I'm a massive fan of Rodri. I love watching him play. You know what I mean? Mourinho said it when we met Mourinho in Istanbul. He said, your generation of that position, forget about it.
Yes.
Forget about it. Rodri has done whatever. Rodri has taken that paper or whatever your position was, and he's ripped it. He's changed the way that position is played. And I agree with Mourinho 100%. He is that crucial to the City side.
Question though, John, I would ask, because I posted up on our social media, did he have the pace that you did? Could he have done the little chop back for Diego Costa and that goal at Goodison Park? I've got my doubts, John. I tell you what, I posted that clip up on our social medias.
You know, people say I'm slow, but look at the pace.
John, where did that pace come from? Seriously, John, when I first watched it, I thought, this has been sped up. This is on 1.5.
It was sped up, didn't it?
He
was going to fast forward.
It's on 2+. Where the heck did you bring that pace from, John?
I have no idea, mate.
It's electric.
Listen, I saw the ball. I think it was, I can't remember what defender it was. And I was thinking, who's going to,
jumped on it.
I was thinking, who's going to beat who here? Who's going to, it was 50-50, we're trying to, let's see who's going to be quicker. And I was like, no, I need to.
As quick as I've ever seen you, John.
Yeah, I think it's the quickest I've
back
ever
heel.
been. And then the back heel.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Everton, I think you won the game 6-3. It was a bonkers game at Goodison Park.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's on our social medias.
It was a crazy game,
Do check that out. Right, another edition of Taking the Mikel, John. I could keep you a lot longer. You're going to be playing for the Chelsea Legends in the next week or so.
Yes, I will be. We have a game against the old rival Liverpool in Liverpool. So yeah, it's going to be a tasty one.
How's the ankle? The ankle's good?
Ankle is getting better. It's getting better. I've got a paddle game tomorrow, so I'll test it out and see how it goes. But listen, it will be a great game. It's always nice to play this charity game and raise money for less privileged, whoever,
of course.
Whoever needs it. So it's always great to go back there and also see the players, you unite with the players and have a little bit of a dressing room banter like we always do. So yeah, it's one that I'm looking forward to. Let's hope we go there and and have a great game and win the game as well. Even if it's a charity game,
Hey, you want to win.
You want to win.
Of course you do. You're a competitive bunch. A couple of names on that starting 11 sheet or starting squad list that might just be on the podcast as well. The Obi-Wan podcast made possible by Betwinner. Of course, more big names coming in season 3. We've had a little teaser of José Mourinho. We've had Ryan Babel. We've got some monster names upcoming. So do subscribe. Do give us a follow on our social media platforms as well. Check us out on YouTube. It is Obi-Wan Podcast. Right, Johnny boy, you're dressed like a Man United mascot.
Yeah, I know, right?
I love it. And I've got the tights on. What can I say? We'll be back with another edition of the podcast soon. Thanks for that.